Welcome to the Winter 2023 Mystery Quilt. This is clue number 3. Today we will be using the background fabric and the jelly roll strips. From the background fabric, cut 6 strips that are 2.5 inches by the width of fabric. I like using my 12.5 inch ruler when I'm cutting these so that I don't have to move the fabric as much and I get more accurate cuts. I start by cutting at the 12.5 inch mark, then the 10 inch mark, the 7.5 inch mark, the 5 inch mark, and the 2.5 inch mark. 5 different cuts without having to move the fabric. Pick 6 of the jelly roll strips and then cut them on the fold. You will use half a strip of each color. You can use your scissors or your rotary cutter to cut them on the fold. Oops, I forgot. You also need to cut the background strips on the fold. Now we're ready to sew. Make sure you use a 1/4 inch seam allowance. Piece a background strip to each of the jelly roll strips. Always double check that you have right sides together so that seam ripper can stay in the drawer where it belongs. Once you've used all 6 of your jelly roll strips, you're going to cut them apart, open them up, and then sew another background strip to the other side of the jelly roll strip. Now you're done sewing for this clue. Now it's time to head to the ironing board to press these strip sets. Press towards the jelly roll strip. I start by pressing the seam flat and then pressing towards the jelly roll strip, and then I do the same thing on the other side, pressing the seam flat and then pressing towards the jelly roll strip, and then I will open it up and press it from the back side. I use a little spray starch and then I get a nice flat strip set. Once all the strip sets are pressed, it's time to head to the ironing board to subcut these strip sets into sections that are 2.5 inches wide. You will need 45 sections. I like to layer my strip sets so I can make multiple cuts with each cut. You will see that I will stack up all 6 strip sets and layer them here. I will admit it was probably too much. It took some force to get through some of the cuts. On my second colorway, I only did 3 strip sets at a time, and it was definitely better. You can layer and cut whatever number you're comfortable with, or you can cut each strip set separately. It's all up to you. When I cut this, I was able to get 48 subcuts so that I have a few extra when I'm piecing later on in some of the future steps. I have a little variety to work with. We hope that you will click on that thumbs up icon, leave us a comment, let us know that you're keeping up with the clues, share the mystery quilt with your quilting friends, and make sure to subscribe so that you won't miss any of the future clues. And it's official, we're done with clue number 3. I'm going to find my clue 3 bag and pop these inside with the pattern. I'll make sure all the leftover fabric and all the clues are in the project bag. I am continuing to work on my other colorway also. I've got the floral strip sets all cut and ready to put in their bag. Remember to come back next week for clue number 4. We will see you then. A downloadable pattern for this clue is available in the files section of our Facebook group called The Quilted Forest Friends, or you can screenshot it to print it at home or push pause and take notes. Thanks for watching and happy quilting!